England has lost, but Manchester United has won. Kobbie Mainoo has had an impeccable debut with the England national senior team despite their 1-0 loss to Brazil at the Wembley Stadium. Welcome to the United of Sport. My name is Webb. Now, here is a quick focus on our boy Kobbie, who has made a sensational debut, coming on off as a substitute for about just over 15 minutes. But boy, these were typical Kobbie 15 minutes. A Kobbie masterclass, despite the loss. Of course, they lost to one of the youngest, if not the youngest player to step on the pitch. The 17-year-old Hendrick comes off the bench and, scores a scruffy goal off an easy tap in after, of course, him and Vinicius Jr. Were involved in, I think it was a counter attack, if I am to recall well. But I was focusing more on Kobbie. But Kobbie comes on as a substitute. I first of all liked his cheeky face. You see that smile on his face and the look he put when he got to the center of the pitch. You could see that in his head he was thinking, did I just do it? Perhaps he felt it came a little too early for him. To be honest, at some point I was losing hope, thinking that maybe Gareth Southgate is going to be all smart and not try to be predictable and wait to bring the boy on despite him clearly deserving that debut. But he eventually brings him on, and this boy immediately is asking for the ball, not shy to ask for the ball for even a moment. He was out wide, in the middle, going on the left, in the final third. He was everywhere. And when he came on, Jude Bellingham was off because it was him and Marcus Rashford were the last to come on, the two Man United players. Rashford, I thought, was lost in the game. He has pace, but he does not know how to control his pace and balance it with the ball on his feet. So he will end up running into bodies and failing, leaving the ball behind or failing to do something good with the ball. I mean, there is something not great about Rashford and his pace. But whatever Rashford lacks, Mbappe has. But the focus is on Kobbie. So Kobbie is, doing typical Kobbie things. Passing the ball right, asking for it, putting himself in tight positions and getting himself out of them. I mean, he was just again on another in another class. It was a proper masterclass from Kobbie, and I'll tell you, I would give him 8.5 out of 10 for the few minutes he played. And whereas we did not get to see him play with Jude Bellingham and Declan Rice, I'm thinking in the next game against Brazil, if Gareth Southgate wants to avoid the attacks he gets from the supporters, he has to start the three of them so that people see. And that's exactly what the people who were not full to the rafters at Wembley in that game yesterday, that's exactly what they wanted to see. They wanted to see Kobbie. And some of these coaches have got to think and know what people want to see. I saw empty seats there, but perhaps because people were not seeing Kobbie on the team sheet, they said, why am I watching this game? Let me go and watch it from home. But anyhow, I thought he had a brilliant debut, and this for me is going to be the start of many more to come. He's going to be a core player in whatever England will achieve going forward. But also, what this debut for him does is make him even more confident at Man United, because now after getting this senior debut and having it as successful as it was, go back to Man United against Brentford. You're going to now come with more confidence, knowing that I'm no longer just an 18-year boy academy graduate who has excited everyone. I'm now a player who has come of age, and I've got to carry more responsibility. I've got to play like I know that I'm the big player. He's going to even express himself more. Trust me, we are going to see Kobbie Mainoo trying out even things we've not seen. This debut is going to open him up more for Man United. So for me, it's a big, like I said, England has lost, but Man United has won hugely. We have won hugely. This game is going to make our most important player even better when he comes back to the club on the 30th of March for that away game against Brentford. Now, the other players I was looking at in this game were the players we are linked with. Of course, Harry Maguire, another Man United player who was summoned, was in the game. He made almost an error that cost a goal with Paquetá, but I think he made up for it. And he was the captain, so he I think had some good tackles in there. He was involved in a couple of good things. I think we can largely commend him for those. But the other players I thought we need to speak about are the players we are linked with. That is one, Lucas Paquetá, who is linked with Man United through a swap deal involving Harry Maguire. There are reports last week that emerged suggesting that Man United was looking at a possible swap deal where it would send Paquetá, rather would send Harry Maguire to West Ham, who have always wanted him. They're still interested. and we get Paquetá. I thought he was decent, he was fighting, he was physical, he was aggressive, he was involved, he was not shy. He started the game only to be substituted off later. I thought he did decently well, and he had elements of a player who can play for Man United. I think if we went through with that, it would be a decent deal for us, considering that that will of course come in because we don't have money to buy the key players we want to sign. Again, these swap deals are looked at as backup plans if we don't have enough money to buy all the players we want to buy in the left back, central defense, and everywhere. Replacement for Martial, a winger, what have you, a holding midfielder. So there are so many players we need to buy, but the money and the financial fair play man who is unsparing lately might not allow us. So these swap deals could make sense. That's why we need to focus on these players we can potentially get through swap deals. The other player that we are linked with, not through a swap deal though, is a replacement for Casemiro, a Brazilian in Joao Gomez, who also started the game. I thought Gomez as well, just like Paquetá, was good. He was physical, he was involved, he was aggressive, because with a holding midfielder, a replacement for Casemiro is not expected really to be the most finest player in terms of how they play. It's you be showing that you have the hard yards, the hard work, you're running, you're chasing people, you're knocking people down, you're tackling. That is what exactly you expect now. If we can't afford Joao Neves, who is overpriced, you can say, because Benfica reportedly would want 100 million euros. If we can't afford him, and he's the third guy on our list in terms of holding midfielders would want, and he's worth about 40 million pounds. I think, given his performance that I saw, I think that wouldn't be the worst of deals. I think he would be a decent player to come in and as a backup if we don't have enough money. Because guys, we need to be to just be humble and accept that maybe how the situation we are in, we might not be able to get the best players that we would want to have at Manchester United. So that's very that's extremely important. We've got to note that the money might not be there. So cheap options or swap deals are what we might resort for or resort to. Remember, there's also a swap deal that was involved. We spoke about involving a swap deal involving Daniel Malin for Borussia Dortmund with Jadon Sancho. So these swap deals are things we might want to focus on quite seriously, because they might be our only chance to sign a player or to get a key player in the next summer transfer window. But Kobbie, yeah, big masterclass he had there. Again, wow, beautiful. There is a turn he made against the Brazilian, shot 15. And wow, a Cruyff turn, or was it a Cruyff turn, or whatever you can call it. But this boy, having such confidence to do stuff like that, donning shirt number 21, what a day. I'll tell you, this is a day that all Man United lovers will live to remember. But for Kobbie Mainoo, it will be the start of a lot that is about to come. Well, let's hope it only gets better. My name is Webb. This is the United Hotspot, and it is Kobbie's day. Kobbie Mainoo. They are not ready for what more is about to come from this boy. Let's just wait for it, because right now he's at a whole different level. He's national team material, and trust me, he's going to be the star boy. This Hendrick took away his shine in this particular one, but there is more. Belgium better be ready for him, because I'm sure he will start. But also, most importantly, the Euros will hear about him. They will get to know what exactly he's made of. My name is Webb. This is the United Sport. Subscribe, fam.